Verbs in German are conjugated slightly differently than in English. In English, a lot of those verbs are very similar. You've got are, and are here. There are only two differences here, and is. Whereas in German you can tell that each verb is different. Each verb is different. So what you have to do is learn each person and the verb together. So ich is bin, du bist, and sie and es ist, wir sind, ihr seid, sie and sie sind. It's easy to confuse sie as she, sie as they, and sie as sir, madam. But the difference is that sie as sir, madam is capitalized, and this sie takes sind, and that means it's they are, whereas this sie takes ist, and that indicates she is. Okay, so ich bin, du bist, ist, wir sind, ihr seid, sie sind. It's important that we learn this verb because this is one of the most important verbs in German. Now we are taking a look at the next important verb, which is to have. To have. The previous verb was to be, and this is to have. Very important verb. Again, as you can tell, have. So everywhere have. It's very important for somebody who is, it's very easy for someone who is learning English to memorize the conjugation of the verb to have, because everywhere you can look, except this one here, you can see have. So there's no endings, no differentiation, very easy to learn. Whereas if you take a look at the German verb, each form except those two here are the same. So each form is different. So it's ich habe, du hast, sie es hat, wir haben, ihr habt, sie haben. Okay, the verb wir and sie is the same form, the same ending, whereas the rest is very different. So ich habe, du hast, hat, wir haben, ihr habt, sie haben. We need to learn each person in connection with the verb. Each person, ich, du, sie, es, takes a different format or different form of the verb haben. Okay, so now if you have a number of sentences where you have to enter the verb haben or sein, you need to look at the person. So if the person is du, then you need to go back to your table and find the verb that goes with the person du. And you will find when you go back to slide 1 that beside du you have the verb bist. So it has to be wie alt bist du. Then we are looking at the second sentence, and you're looking at the verb at the person du, but you're talking about the verb have because it's about the birthday. The birthday is not is, but the birthday is to have birthday. So you look at the verb at the person du, beside du you will find the verb hast. Wann hast du Geburtstag? Now this is slightly different, number 3, because you don't have you don't have ich, you don't have du, you don't have you have mein Bruder. In that case, you need to translate mein Bruder, and mein Bruder is obviously my brother, and it's not I, it's not you, it's not she, but it's he. And if you go to your table, which is the second slide, if you go to the second slide back, you will find that beside you will have the verb hat. So mein Bruder hat im November Geburtstag. Number 4. You have Obviously, my mom is 42 years of age. Again, we don't have a person beside here. Instead, we have meine Mutter. So instead, meine Mutter, you need to find a person. So it's not ich, it's not du, but it is obviously she. So it's sie. And beside the person sie, you will find the verb ist. Okay? Now, the next sentence, mein Meerschweinchen, klein. So we need to say that my guinea pig is small. Mein Meerschweinchen, again, there is a person missing here, so we need to transfer it back to our table. And mein Meerschweinchen is the neutral person. It's S. Beside S, you will find ist. And the final sentence, ich keine Geschwister. Obviously, it's about I have no brothers and sisters. So we need to find the verb to have. And the person's ich, and obviously ich takes habe. So ich habe keine Geschwister. Right, now your task is to complete each sentence with the verb to have, or to be, or indeed to be called, or to live. To have, to be called, or to live. So what is going to happen? You say the sentence aloud in your mind, or even verbally express the sentence, and then wait for the answer, which I will call out. Ute, 12 Jahre alt. What verb will you place here? Do you have it now? Yes, obviously it is. Ute ist 12 Jahre alt. Let's move on to the second sentence. Sie im Winter Geburtstag. Just think about what verb is going to fit here. Do you have it now? Yes, sie hat im Winter Geburtstag. Number 3. Karl Utes Onkel. Just think about it. Yes, of course, Karl ist Utes Onkel. Number 4. Karl fleißig. I'm sure you have it by now. Karl ist fleißig. Number 5. Tobias sehr ernst. What are you thinking? Yes, Tobias ist sehr ernst. Number 6. Ute keine Haustiere. Sometimes it is possible, or it is easier to translate the sentence into English, and that is going to help you come up with the right verb, and then consequently the verb form. So Ute doesn't have any pets. What are you thinking now? Yes, Ute hat keine Geschwister. Well done. Number 7. Alexander's Stiefbruder Thomas. So this is slightly difficult because it's not about to be or to have anymore. It's about the name. So Alexander's Stiefbruder. What do you think? Yes, heißt Thomas. Well done. Number 8. Lukas in Wesel. Wesel is a place. So it's obviously about Lukas living in Wesel. What do you think? Yes, wohnt, T at the end. Well done. Number 9. Alexanders Stiefvater freundlich. I'm sure you have it by now. Ist. Jawohl, Alexanders Stiefvater ist freundlich. And finally, Paul klein und leise. There's a mistake. It shouldn't be. Tom should not feature here. Tom should not feature here. Okay, so we'll take Tom out of the equation here. Okay, so what are we gonna say now? What are we saying now here? Paul, klein und leise. Ist klein und leise. Well done. You make sure that you repeat this activity as many times as it takes until you understand the concept of verbs in German. Thank you. Danke und auf Wiedersehen.